Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, a kind queen sits by the window as snow falls gently outside. Her wish came true. A baby girl was born and named Snow White. But sadly, the queen soon passed away, and the king remarried so his daughter could have a mother. The new queen was beautiful but cruel and jealous. Every day she asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror replied, "Yes, you are most beautiful." Years passed, and the Snow White grew up into a kind, graceful, most beautiful young girl. Once again, the evil queen asked, "Who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." Furious, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and never let her return. The huntsman took Snow White into the forest on a false excuse and then disappeared. Snow White ran deep into the forest. She was frightened and alone, until she saw a tiny cottage nestled in the trees. She stepped inside the little house and saw 7 tiny beds, dishes, and hats inside. 7 cartoon dwarfs return from mining and are surprised to see Snow White. The dwarf said, "You may stay with us, but only if you help with all the housework." With a cheerful smile, Snow White happily agreed to stay and help with the chores. Snow White is happily living with the dwarfs. The evil queen was happy, thinking Snow White was gone. Once again, she asked the magic mirror, "Who is the fairest of them all?" "Snow White still holds the crown of beauty, my queen." Angry and jealous, the queen planned to poison Snow White. One day, the evil queen transformed herself into an old hag and went to find Snow White. The evil queen, in disguise, gave Snow White a poisoned apple. One bite, and Snow White fell into a deep, magical sleep. All the dwarfs stood silently, their faces filled with sadness as they looked at Snow White. Heartbroken, the dwarfs gently placed her in a glass coffin. One day, a prince who had heard of Snow White's beauty came. He kissed her gently, and the spell was broken. Snow White and the prince were married with great joy. The dwarfs cheered, and the kingdom was filled with happiness once more. We will meet with new story. Please like and subscribe my channel.